Now, what can you tell people about your latest CD, Can't Stop That?
Can't Stop That, yo, I got that. Can't Stop That, that's the new CD. And the thing with this is self-titled Can't Stop That, because, you know, regardless of what they do or what they say or what they don't say, you know, how they look or how they don't look, they can't stop that, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing it too long, man, too strong, and I don't feel like I'm doing nothing wrong.
I've been blessed enough to see you record some tracks vocally.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and your style of laying your tracks down, it's unique in that you don't use any, you generally don't use anybody else.
Right.
To enhance or to do background vocals.
Right,
you do all the vocal tracks yourself.
Right. Yeah, they call that layering, you know, and I just layer over my own vocals.
And that just adds, to me, it adds such a texture to your work.
Yeah, it makes it personal, makes people know that's all me, that's all him, you know, so.
And you flash enough various styles, various vocal styles to where you can sing on 3 or 4 tracks on one song, and it all sounds different, but still comes together in the end for one nice whole piece.
Right.
So what do you have? So Can't Stop That is your current album.
Yeah, that's the new one, and right now, actually I've got 4 songs on the next one, and it should be coming out here before it gets real hot this summer.
Now, who'd you work with on Can't Stop That? Who produced that record for you?
Can't Stop That. A lot of the, well, I'd say about 40% of the songs on there came from Iric, from Roots Iric, High Ground Movement. And the other tracks I got from a DJ friend of mine, Underground, Ron Skeet. I've been working with him for years, and he's another cat that can just make rhythms, you know what I'm saying? He'll just make a rhythm, you know, you know, I just pick rhythms that he does that I like, and just get with him, man, write lyrics to him and run it.
One thing I noticed about you is you certainly are not afraid to work with new people.
No.
And as a result, you know, people might think that you just work with anybody, but I've heard your recordings.
Yeah.
And you take the finest of each producer.
Yeah, man.
And you lay your vocals on, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
Who you working with the new album coming out?
Actually, the new one so far, all 4 songs, Iric did. Iric Roots from High Ground Movement. They were all his rhythms. And, you know, Ron, he usually lays them down and mixes them for me and gets some CD ready. So that's how we do that.
All right. Well, you've been performing all over the United States.
Yeah, over the years, no doubt.
Name some spots you performed in. Obviously,
I love the Wild Hair in Chicago. Played there. I was with a band called Uprising, and we played in there, man, and that was crazy because I got to meet Bunny Ruggs from Third World, and I accidentally stole his glasses because they were on the table with my glasses, and I thought they were mine. They were black shades, and his a prescription, mine wasn't. So you know, we got it right before I left out of the room. But he always remembers me for that. I said, yo, remember the glasses? He said, yes, it's mine. So, you know, and oh man, I played in DC at the Roxy there. That was cool. I guess when we played with Uprising, probably the favorite one was we played in Nantucket, because that was nice. You know, we had a band house next to the club, and we just hung out all night. We just, you know, stayed up and did reggae things. You know? So it was cool. And, you know, and it was fun just traveling with them, you know what I mean? Just getting top billing, just traveling, just to play with them. So that was good. And, you know, it's just, I mean, I've been on stage, man, by myself. This is like a little knack that I have, you know, people that know me over the years, you know, like it'd be a big show and the band would come on stage and the band would just be running through some instrumentals, getting ready for their singer, you know, to come on. And all of a sudden, Tony Dredd would be on stage with the band, you know, and it's like the Roots Radix, I mean, you know, Wailers, I mean, the list, Dub Cindy, the list goes on, man, with cats that have jumped on the stage with, you know what I mean, and they never threw me off. So.
Do you ever get used to that, or do you still wake up sometimes, or do you ever find yourself on the stage sometimes saying, wow, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Nah, sometimes I get on the stage, I guess I do, and say, what am I doing here? Because I feel like I ought to be on the stage with people so far you can't see. You know, then you could really see some Tony Dread come out. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah. I like the big crowd. Some people like the small crowds because they can get personal. I can get personal with 50 million. You know, bigger the better to me. I love it. Love it.
You took a break from the business for a few years.
I was in retirement.
Yeah, a story that almost parallels another friend of AYP Magazine, Mr. Donovan Carlos, who took time off to raise his family, and now you're back. So, are you back full time in the game?
Yeah, I would say so, because you know, I'm not getting any younger, and it's time to hit or miss, you know, so to speak, with this thing. And like, you know, I've been missing a lot, man, and it's time to hit now. I mean, I really don't have time to take any casualties or any kind of extra cargo like that. I just got to hit so that I can feed mine. And you know, my thing is, if you know anybody involved with helping me eat is gonna eat. I mean, regardless. So that's all it's about, and I'm all about eating by any means necessary.
Early in the morning, I rise sometimes before the sun starts shining. Pull up, man! Yeah, run it again! Can't stop that. Can't stop that. Get it! Early in the morning, I rise sometime before the sun shines. I got the deep in my crown from all haters all around. I decided on the mic, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't stop that. I decided on the mic, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't stop that. You try to keep it from the gigs at night. And in the daytime smile and act like it's alright. From the gigs they won't keep me away. And in the daytime they not up and say nothing to say. But people take it on the mic, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't stop that. I just tell you on the mic, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't stop it. I remember when they didn't know about the sound. They never hear me say reggae around. Not the man go know about Bob Marley and that. I me say that's alright. You know the prophets and that. But we said to them get a crucial shot, a dead injection. Up on the microphone, it's like a diabolical resurrection. Send it on the mic, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't stop that. I just had to keep on the mic, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You can't. I'm in the fear. Say what? Do I say what? Say I'm say 20 bucks to my God like a automatic freeway. You can't stop that. You can't stop that.
If a young fan were to come up to you right now and you asked them if they like reggae music, and they say, yeah, it's pretty cool, what would you tell them about a Tony Dread show that they wouldn't want to miss?
It's different. It's high energy from start to finish. You know, I don't use much profanity. I don't know. It's not. I guess it would be PG rated, not G. Definitely not R. And you know, just come out, have a good time, and I stay with positive topics. I don't know. Hope to see you there.